Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome for the Malaysia T20i Tri Series 2025. Today we have a match between the host Malaysia going against Bahrain. This is match day 4 of this series. It will be a very important match for Malaysia. They need to win to keep themselves alive. Let's have a look at the points table. Bahrain are leading. They have won 2 matches, and Hong Kong, they have won one out of their two, and Malaysia yet to open their account. So it will be a very important match, and we'll go straight for the toss. And my fellow commentator Aryan will be there for the toss.
Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to a very hot morning here at the BAYUEMAS Oval. We're here for match number 4 of the Malaysia Tri-Series, and I've got the two captains with me, Captain of Malaysia Said Aziz, Captain of Bahrain Amar, and the match referee Mr. Ramani. Without further ado, we'll go for the toss. Captain of Malaysia Said Aziz will toss.
Tail.
It's gone far behind. Tails is the call.
Hits win. Malaysia wins.
Malaysia wins the toss. Say this is what are you going to do first and why?
We will look to bowl first today. The wicket looks really green, and we want to use it to our strength and try to put them under pressure early on.
Yeah, we saw that this wicket in the first two games also was quite a low-scoring wicket. What is the total that you'll be looking to restrict them to?
There is no certain total that's we want to restrict them below this or that, but we just want to do something reasonable so that we can chase it back in the second innings.
And any changes to your side?
Now we're going with the same team.
It's good.
Thanks.
Best of luck. Emma, you'll be batting first. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we played two more matches. We're gonna play the batting first yet. So yeah, it's a new experience for us to bat first.
Yeah, you're on top at the moment, and how's the morale in the team?
Yeah, they are really pump up our boys. They are keen to win every match. So inshallah, today's result is good.
Any changes on your side?
No, we have the same side.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thanks. So that's the news from the center. Malaysia has won the toss, and they'll be bowling first.
And there you have heard it from the captains of Malaysia and Bahrain. Malaysia won the toss and they have elected to bowl first. So it will be very important for the Malaysian team to take some early wickets and put Bahrain straight under pressure. Let's have a look at the Bahrain lineup. Faiz Ahmed, Prashant Kurup, Imran Javed, Asif Ali, Sohail Ahmed, the captain, Junaid Aziz, Ahmed bin Nasir, Mohammad Rizwan Butt, Imran Khan, Ali Dawood, and Abdul Majid. And for the host, Malaysia, starting with the captain Syed Aziz, Amir Azim, Virendip Singh, Akil Wahid, Sharvin Muniadi, Ahmad Faiz, Vijay Unni, Khizar Hayat, Ainul Hafiz, Mohammad Wafiq, and Pavandeep Singh. So the players are out there alongside the two openers. For Bahrain, it will be Faiz Ahmed and Prashant Kurup. And with that, I would like to welcome back my fellow commentator Aryan back into the com box. Welcome, Aryan.
Hello, everyone, and a very good morning from the BAYUEMAS Oval. Thanks, Shaidur, for that very good introduction at the start. And yeah, as we heard it from the captains, both captains wanted to bowl first. And this is the wicket that was used for the first two games, which were relatively low scoring. But as we've seen, Bahrain dominated both those games while chasing. And this time they'll be batting first, as the captain mentioned. It's something different for them. They've chased in both their games. So we'll have to see how this goes. And no surprises with Pawandeep Singh. He's going to open the bowling for Malaysia with his left arm drifters.
Yes, probably one of the best options to go to for the Malaysian captain, Pawandeep Singh, leading his way. He's the top wicket taker for Malaysia in T20Is. Surely he will be trying to put a lot of pressure on the batters. So here comes the first delivery of the game. slightly drifting on the pads. That's the strength of Pawandeep Singh. He likes to bring the ball back into the right hander. So, as a batter, you'll be expecting the ball to go away from you when the left arm spinner is bowling, but he does it the other way. It's very tricky to pick. Oh, that could have been an opportunity. The batter was slightly out of his ground, but Ainul Hafiz just couldn't gather it, probably just a bit away from him.
Yeah, I think that would have been a bit harsh on Ainul Hafiz because that was way down the leg side. Difficult for any wicket keeper to gather it. I don't think he even got a hand to it. Luckily, short fine led there, Wafiq Irfan. Prashant to face his first delivery. And his ball first up. Would you believe it? You talked about it. You expect the ball to go away from you. But the opposite happens this time. It just comes in with the arm, drifts in, and it's gone between bat and pad. A dream dismissal for a right arm off spinner. But this time it's a left arm drifter. Pawandeep Singh, your beauty. This is what he's known for.
A dream delivery from Pawandeep Singh, and that's what we expect from him, especially when he's coming with a new ball. He's someone who has a high arm action, so as a batter, it's very tough to pick him. And that ball again came in with the angle and taking the stumps, and that is the reason why he's the leading wicket taker for Malaysia. Very effective with the new ball. As a spinner, it's very difficult to bowl with the new ball, but that's one skill that Pawandeep Singh has mastered.
Bahrain in early trouble here. Prashant first delivery has lost his stumps. And you're right, Pawandeep Singh, a very smart bowler with a new ball. He loves to drift them, and with the older ball, he can still turn the ball. So it's a dream for any captain to have. Now it's going to be the left-handed Asif. Slip in place. Ex-captain Ahmed Faiz in there. Long off and a deep mid wicket on the boundary for the left-hander.
Beautiful delivery once again from Pawandeep Singh. Coming back to Asif Ali, he's the leading run scorer in this series so far, scoring 130 runs under his belt. So he's the man in form, and Malaysia will be trying to put some pressure on him earlier. Oh, beautiful delivery once again. Again, that drift away from the left hander, just going on with the angle, with the arm. This is beautiful bowling. A very good start for Malaysia.
Yeah, Pawandeep Singh in the first game didn't have the best of outings in the previous game, rather, especially with the newish ball. Oh, that's beautifully bowled there. This time, once again, expecting it to move away, but off the pitch just ended up turning a bit, and you can see the disappointment in Pawandeep. He felt like he had a chance to get himself another wicket and get the leading wicket taker, leading run scorer out. Let's have a look again here. He's missed everything. Last delivery of the first over coming up for the right-handed. We have long gone and a deep mid wicket. Well played and well run. 1 over done. Malaysia on top, 4 for 1.
Yes, a very tidy over there from Pawandeep Singh. But as a wicketkeeper, Ainul Hafiz, he needs to collect those deliveries and ensure that Malaysia don't leak runs, especially extras. That's going to be very crucial at the end of the game, because every run here will matter. Malaysia needs to win this game to stay in the run to reach that dream final. And with that, the captain himself, Syed Aziz, coming into bowl. Be bowling to Faiz Ahmed.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Malaysia need to be on top of their game today here. It's a must-win game. There's no doubt about it. A loss here would mean that they would really have to depend on other results for them to actually make it. And that, given their 42-run loss yesterday, they're certainly on the back foot here with their net run rate being at -1. Say this is the captain brings himself back on. I think this is a good move. For third man and deep square leg on the boundary. He's got a slip in place as well. Impressive captaincy. Say this is swings the ball away from the right-handers, occasionally brings it back as well.
Yes, a very interesting field set there. A very packed offside field. But then he has that deep square leg, probably for the short delivery, which he likes to bowl. He's a very smart cricketer, Syed Aziz. Knows exactly what he likes to do. Oh, what a Jaffa. Beauty of a delivery from Syed Aziz. How did that miss the stumps? Let's have a look at that once again. Oh, missed the stumps by a whisker. Great bowling. Good start here from the Malaysian captain. Putting the Bahrain batters under some pressure. Oh, that was slightly wide. Faiz Ahmed will be very disappointed. It was there to be put away. Just couldn't get the connection.
Yeah, I think he was looking for the in swinger there. Was say this is, you could see the arm was much higher there. But yeah, you're right. It was a freebie in the end, but Faiz Ahmed missed out there. Beautifully bowled there. Looking for a single that's non-existent. Good start from Saeed Aziz. 4 dot balls.
Yes, I think for Bahrain it will be very important to form a partnership in here. Yes, they have lost an early wicket, but they bat deep. They have some good batters in the middle. Oh, swing and a miss. Again, Faiz Ahmed just losing his shape. Probably trying to hit the ball a bit too hard. But yes, Bahrain probably would have been missing one of their key batters, Haider Ali, who has been rested for this series. It's always good because it allows the youngsters to come in and perform on the big stage.
Last delivery of Saeed Aziz is over. Can he bowl a maiden? Yes, he can. He's lucky to get away with that though, because he brought his third man in, sent long gone back, and he bowled it slightly wider. So it's a maiden over. Bahrain in early trouble here. 2 overs gone. 1 for 4.
It's a very good start here for Malaysia. Just the way Syed Aziz wanted at the toss. Pawandeep Singh will continue. He took that early breakthrough, a wicket in his first over. But I believe Asif Ali will hold the key in this innings for Bahrain. He's the man in form.
Yeah, leading run getter of this tournament, and you're absolutely right. Haider Ali, one of the mainstays in this lineup, being rested because. And that's a beautiful shot, or is it? No, it's not. It's in the air. They should be taken, and it is. The leading run scorer of the tournament has to depart without troubling the scorers, and Pawandeep Singh has got himself a second. He was looking to go over long on probably, but ended up dragging it towards mid wicket. Mid-on was inside the circle, and that's what he was looking to target.
And just when we were talking about Asif Ali, commentator's curse, I would say, he departs trying to play that ball over mid wicket, taking a leading edge and a simple catch there. Vijay Unni, one of the safest hands out there, was never going to miss it. And look at the celebration from Pawandeep Singh. He's absolutely delighted. He's fired up. He got his second wicket, giving away only 3 runs. Bahrain in deep trouble now. They're 4 for 2. The new batter coming in for Bahrain, Sohail Ahmed. So I think it will be a very important phase in the game. Malaysia on top here. Can they hold on to the momentum and put the batters onto more pressure? Another wicket or two here will really put Bahrain under a lot of pressure. Pawandeep Singh will be bowling to Sohail Ahmed.
Deep Singh here got a wicket, second wicket here. He loves bowling to new batters. Absolutely loves it. He dominates them.
Another beautiful delivery there from Pawandeep Singh. He's mixing it up. So the last delivery was bowled a bit slower, giving it a bit more air. Because of course the batters will be expecting the ball to be coming a bit faster because Pawandeep Singh, he likes to skid the ball. That's in the air, up and over. Wonderful shot there. And that's the first maximum of the game coming off the bat of Sohail Ahmed.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. They're good counter attack here. I was about to say that Malaysia well and truly on top here. No runs given away, and they've already struck twice. But Sohail has other plans, coming in at number 4 earlier than he would have expected. But he's ensured that put the pressure back on Pawandeep Singh.
Yes, absolutely. That could be one of the strategies to come back into the game, taking the counter attack and put the bowlers under some pressure. It's not going to be easy, especially against Pawandeep Singh. He's an experienced campaigner. But that smart cricket, after that six, just notched the ball and took a single. Smart batting here from Sohail Ahmed.
Yeah, Bahrain winning both their games while chasing. So this is something new for them, especially in this tournament. Batting first, and it's in the air. Oh, just safe. Single taken. Faiz Ahmed played a maiden over of Saeed Aziz, and he's going to be on strike again for the next over. 3 overs done. 2 for 12.
Yes, a rather expensive over there from Pawandeep. 8 runs from it, in fact. Saeed Aziz, the captain of Malaysia, will continue to bowl here. Yes, Bahrain will look to score some runs because they have a very good bowling attack. Probably one of the most commendable bowling attacks in this series. We have seen the pace bowlers have taken 12 wickets in the first 2 matches among themselves.
Saeed Aziz starts well. Straight on the money.
That's up and over once again. Slightly aerial, but effective. This is good batting, counter attacking at its very best. This time it was Faiz Ahmed. Slight room there, and he pounced onto it. can really turn the match around. This will boost the confidence of the batters out there. I think it was that six coming off the bat of Sohail Ahmed that set the tone for the batters. Again, slight room. Oh, that was close. A direct hit, and it could have been curtains there for Faiz Ahmed. Virendip Singh is a lighthouse. He feels like a live wire. Just picking the ball. One stump to aim at. Just missed it by a whisker. So good intent here shown by both the batters. Yes, it's very important to score those singles and doubles. They need to keep the strike rotating as well. Oh, again, a lot of room wide outside the off stump. This time it was Sohail Ahmed who missed on that opportunity. Syed Aziz just losing his line and length. Again, it's in the air. Oh, just short of the fielder. Sohail Ahmed would have had his heart in his mouth. Almost carried to the fielder. Again, he tried to play that inside out shot over the fielder. That will be a wide, a short delivery attempted by Syed Aziz. Another expensive over here, 7 runs of it. Syed Aziz, after a wonderful maiden over, conceded some runs in this over. Again, short and wide. Just a single to end the over. After 4 overs, Bahrain are 20 for 2. So it's a good contest out there. Malaysia versus Bahrain. Malaysia took early wickets, two very early wickets, and then we have seen some counter attack coming from Faiz Ahmed and Sohail Ahmed. Vandip Singh will continue. I think the next 3 or 4 overs will be very crucial in this game.
Yeah, 4 overs done. Pawandeep Singh given a third over. Looking for a quick single there, not to be. Single taken. They're looking to come back for a second. Oh, the throw was slightly wayward. Otherwise, there could have been a chance. Continues. Bahrain struggling here a bit. Yes, they've lost only. I mean, they've already lost 2 wickets. They need to just consolidate a bit here. But then the power play, as we've seen throughout this tournament, has been the main source of runs, you would say. Looks to go through mid off and slight misfield there. Sends mid off in the wrong direction, which allows them to come back for a second. Intention was right, but execution slightly wrong there from the fielder extra cover, the skipper himself. Interestingly, still got a slip in place. Plays Ahmed 12 of 17 deliveries. Been a struggle for him, but he's still out there. This time looks to go straight down the ground. But that in drift from Pawandeep does not allow him to get the right elevation. Sohail Ahmed there looking to go leg side, but Pawandeep there following him and ends the over well. 5 runs of it. 5 overs done. Bahrain 25 for 2.
And with that, we'll have a change in bowling. Vijay Unni coming into the attack, the off spinner, very talented, good all rounder, good asset for Malaysian cricket.
Yeah, certainly a rising star, and we've seen in the last over of the power play things have happened generally. Some wickets, a lot of runs. See what happens this time. It's an outside edge and it's been put down. Amir Azim there. Think he slightly mistimed his jump. This could be a run out though. And he's being given. That was not called for. Phase there. Just got a life. And there was some hesitation on the second run. And Amir Azim ensures that they still end up getting a wicket. The batter there still not sure whether he was actually out or not. But the umpire has made his decision and he'll have to depart. Let's have a look at this again. A lot of things happened. We said in the last over of the power play things happened. Here we go. The first thing that happened, the catch was dropped by Amir Azim, but he wasn't disappointed. He knew there was a run out chance. And I'm not too sure. There was a 50-50 decision there, but went in favor of Malaysia.
And what a costly miss that would have been. A drop catch, and then the batters trying to capitalize on the misfield and getting themselves run out. The last thing that Bahrain needed right now was a run out. And it's one of the most bizarre ways to get out for any batter. And that brings in Amr bin Nasir. He'll be out there batting with Sohail Ahmed. Bahrain under some pressure now, 26 for 3.
Yeah, Amr, the captain, has been called for in the power play. Wouldn't have expected to be in this early, but he is. And he has to do a job. Vijay Unni missed out on a wicket, but Malaysia still ended up striking. Here we go, 5 deliveries left. Vijay Unni wants a slip.
Yes, Amir Azim, one of the safest fielders out there, just dropped the catch. Probably not a scene that we have seen in recent days. Usually he's very safe. Nevertheless, a very good wicket here for Malaysia. Vijay Unni straight coming into the attack and being effective. That's a good shot, driven through the covers. A long chase there, beautiful fielding there. Sherwin Muniandi. And with that, Amr bin Nasir gets off the mark with a couple of runs.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Amir Azim among the safest fielders that Malaysia possess, and that is a hallmark of a good fielder. Yes, he dropped the catch, but he ensured he was aware to the run out opportunity that was lying there. This time over pitches once again, and he's got the treatment. Vijay Unni is slightly too full in his first two deliveries to Amr bin Nasir, and the skipper of Bahrain has made sure he's made him pay for it. Let's have a look again. Drifts it away, looking to turn it in, but no turn on of a one bounce over the extra cover boundary. Beautiful batting there, ensuring that the last over of the power play is used to good effect despite the wicket.
Yes, easy pickings there for Amr bin Nasir. It was right up there in the slot. And with the field inside the circle, it's always going to be dangerous when you're bowling that close to the bat. Vijay Unni, after taking that wicket, slightly expensive in this over. 7 of it so far. We have 3 more deliveries to go in the power play. How many more can Bahrain add to their tally? It's a good delivery. This time the ball slightly went away from the right hander.
That's a better line length. He needs to be a bit shorter, especially in the power play, where his entire offside field is in. Still got a slip in place, which is good to see. He's still looking to attack. And straight to mid off. And it's been taken. Sharvi Munyandi does not drop that, and the skipper of Bahrain has to depart. Look at the delight on Malaysia's face. They know they have literally dominated this power play. 4 down within 6 overs. If they were not in trouble already, now they certainly are with the loss of their skipper. Have a look at this again. Flighted, was there to hit, but all he could do was chip it to mid off. And luckily, Malaysia had Xavi Munyandi there, one of the taller people in the Malaysian lineup. Bahrain 4 down for 32 now.
Yes, a very sharp catch there from Sherwin Muniandi. That ball was traveling. It was hit hard. And he managed to jump on time. And that brings in another new batter. It will be Sunaid Aziz coming into bat. Malaysia only won 1 of their 5 last outings against Bahrain. So a win today will really boost their confidence.
Last delivery of the over coming up. Last delivery of the power play, and it's a dot ball. We talked about it at the start of the over that things happen in the last over of the power play, and look what's happened. 7 runs rather, and 2 wickets off that over. Bahrain at the end of the power play, 32 for 4. This is an interesting call from the skipper. Say this is he's gone to Pawandip Singh to finish off his spell. 4 overs on the trot. I think that would be a good move because he's bowled really well in his 3 overs, and Bahrain 32 for 4. If they can get a wicket here, they can really go for the kill here and dominate this game if they already aren't. Field well spread though. 5 fielders on the boundary. The normal suspects you would see for a spinner. Short mid wicket in place as well. Single taken. 2 extra cover to start off Pawandip Singh's final over. Here we go. To the new batter, Junaid will be facing Pawandip for the first time today. I mentioned earlier that Pawandip loves to bowl to new batters.
Yes, I think it will be a very good opportunity for both the batters to just steady the ship, build a partnership here with the field being wide open, a lot of singles out there on offer. So it will be very important that they rotate the strike and keep the scoreboard ticking rather than just waiting for the boundaries.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Both these batters will have to be very careful because Pawandeep loves to attack the stumps, LBWs, and bowls some hold up in play. Not too sure what that's about. Probably something stuck in the eye of the batter.
But I think Malaysia has been very good with the bowling for early wickets, giving away just 33 runs in that power play. Bahrain just trying to steady the ship. Let's have a look at the bowlers. Pawandeep Singh, impressive as ever. 3.2 overs, 17 runs, and 2 wickets. Syed Aziz, he was decent. 8 runs of his 2 overs. And then Vijay Unni in that over took 1 wicket as well, giving away 7 runs. And not to take away that run out, a brilliant run out from Amir Azim. There were 4 extras as well. That's something Malaysia needs to work on, not to give extra runs. Let's have a look at the batting lineup. Faiz Ahmed, he looked good out there. Went out for 14 of 19. Prashant Kurup didn't have a good outing. He went out of the first delivery itself. Asif Ali, the leading run scorer, went out for none. And now the two batters are out there. Junaid batting on naught and Sohail Ahmed batting on 9 of 8 deliveries. Pawandeep Singh to continue in here.
Down the leg side there. Pawandeep Singh looking to attack the stumps. Again, there's a slight appeal there. Just maybe to distract the umpire from giving the wide, but not to be. Pawandeep Singh a bit too straight at this moment. Have to be careful because any bat on that, and that would be 4. So no short fine again. And much better closer to the stumps. Despite Bahrain being 4 down, Malaysia spread the field far and wide, knowing that Bahrain will still come and attack them.
I think this is smart bowling as well. He has a deep square leg and a deep mid wicket, and he's trying to bowl just around the off stump and leg stump mark, trying to invite or entice the batter to play that sweep shot because he have 2 fielders out there. Again, slightly on that middle and leg line. This is smart bowling. Pawandeep Singh, very impressive. Very good over. Just 1 ball away to end his spell. The last ball of his spell coming up in here. We'll be bowling against Junaid Aziz. Here it goes.
Glanced away behind square, looking for a second. Wafiq Irfan very quick out there. Prevents them from coming back for a second. 7 overs done. Bahrain 36 for 4.
And that ends a wonderful spell from Pawandeep Singh. 4 overs, 20 runs, and 2 wickets. He was the bowler who took those early wickets to put Bahrain under a lot of pressure. And he will be very happy with this outing. Slightly expensive, I would say, 20 runs. Usually, he's the type of bowler who doesn't like to give away too many runs to the batters. Nevertheless, after 7 overs, Bahrain 36 for 4. Vijay Unni to continue.
Yeah, Vijay Unni will continue. His second over got a wicket in his first. Looking for a quick single, not to be. Sohail Ahmed very quick there at extra cover. The ex-Malaysia captain might be a veteran of the game, but still very young on the field. Beautifully bowled. Malaysia dominating proceedings at the moment. Bahrain just looking to rebuild here. We still haven't seen a lot more spin. We have a lot more options in the form of Kiza Hayat, Virendip Singh, Akil. But tons of spin available in the arsenal, and we still haven't seen Wafiq Irfan with the ball today. Maybe the skipper just wants to give him the ball with a slightly older ball. Because yesterday he bowled in the power play and got taken to the cleaners, 25 runs in his solitary over. As well bowled from Vijay Unni. Just a single of this over so far. Last delivery coming up. Bunts it down to long gone for a single, 2 runs off the over. 8 overs done, 38 for 4.
Yes, a very decent over there from Vijay Unni. Not giving away much to the batters. Coming back to Ahmed Faiz. What an ambassador of the game he has been. Serving the Malaysian team for the longest time. He has 1,625 runs under his belt. One of the most experienced campaigners and a real character out there. And with that, we'll have a change in bowling. Some pace being introduced. Wafiq Irfan will be coming from the Negara end.
Yeah, finally some pace being introduced in the form of Wafiq Irfan. Skipper deciding to give Wafiq Irfan the ball with a slightly older ball and the field spread. And that is a much better move. Yes, Wafiq Irfan can be very deadly with the new ball, getting those big in swingers. But he's a bit low on confidence, so skipper just deciding to give him the older ball. Here we go. Full and driven down to long off for a single. It's got long off, deep extra cover, and third man on the boundary on the offside, and deep square leg and fine leg on the leg side boundary.
This Wafiq Irfan has a lot of pace. He just needs to be a bit more consistent with his line and length. That's an area he really needs to work on. Sometimes having a lot of pace can work against you because the batters can really use the pace and get those boundaries. That's well bowled. Just a single to the offside.
Yeah, you talked about the pace there. That was just a front foot defense, and he carried all the way to the boundary. Gives you an indication of the pace of the delivery and how well he's timing it at the moment, despite not having many runs under his belt. Go short this time as expected. Looking for a second. Can they come back for a second and decide against it? Look at the throw and right decision, you would think, He's already got himself a run out. And this time, once again, right on the money there with the throw, Amir Azim.
Yes, absolutely. Rocket arm there, right on top of the stumps. And I believe both the batters have identified that Amir Azim is one of the strongest fielders, and it's always going to be dangerous to challenge him. Very good fielding there. Slightly short of land, that's guided towards third man for a single. Smart batting there, just using the pace of the delivery. That's all they need to do. Just rotate the strike.
Yeah, so far they've struggled to do that though. Junaid, 4 of 11 deliveries now. It's been a bit of a struggle. So sooner or later they will need to up the ante a bit because Malaysia possess a heap of spinners who can really strangle the opponents with their tight line and length. Kiza Hayat yet to bowl. We'll see him very soon, in my opinion. Once again, yet another short ball, pulled away. Single taken. 5 singles of the over, well and good for Bahrain. At least they're keeping the scoreboard ticking a bit more against the pace bowlers.
The delivery again just hurried onto the batter. So Wafiq Irfan is generating a lot of pace here. Just needs to find his rhythm and find the right line and length, and he can produce wickets. I mean, having that extra pace always gives you that X factor, which he has. It's just that he needs to deliver. That's well bowled. Slight fumble there from Sharvin Muriandi, but no harm done. A taut delivery to end the over. After 9 overs, Bahrain a 43 for 4.
Vijay Unni will continue. It's interesting to see the skipper not going to his main bowler yet. Kiza Hayat in the last game where it was a very high scoring encounter. Hong Kong China scored 185 for 3. Kiza Hayat bowled 4 overs for only 20 runs. So the skipper this time just delaying bringing him on. Maybe he wants to bring him on against the batters when they're going after the bowling. Have to wait and see. Vijay Unni into his third over, given away only 9 runs in his 2 and he's taken a wicket. Could have had 2. Well, it was not for the drop catch. Dropped and single taken.
That's good running between the wickets. Very good understanding between the batters. There was a loud call of yes right after that ball hit the bat. So this is smart batting. Again, just worked away on the onside. Easy pickings. I think 6 runs per over from here for the next 4 or 5 overs without losing a wicket will be very important for Bahrain. And they need to take this innings phase by phase and ensure they don't lose more wickets. And this will be the last over before the break as well. It's pulled away down the ground. Oh, wonderful fielding there. Sharvin Muniandi. He did well to stop that from going to the boundary. Made a lot of ground there. Desperate diving effort. That's what you need from your fielders as a bowler. Commitment. And that's exactly what Sharvin Muniandi showed us there.
Yeah, I think that was a very, very good effort there. Saved 2 runs for his side. Cut away this time off the back foot single taken. They're going. This partnership just starting to build now. Slowly. They'll know that this is not a 180 wicket or a 160 wicket. We've seen so far what the games Bahrain have played been low scoring games. Bahrain have chased the totals, but this time once again batting first. But they've played both their games on this wicket, so they know what this wicket does, how to play on this wicket. So must-win game for Malaysia as well. So all the pressure on Malaysia to make the play here. Another single taken, 6 runs off this over. Final delivery before the drinks break. Short and cut away, but misfielder there gives away a single. So that brings the 50 up for Bahrain after 10 overs. Bahrain 50 for 4, and it's time for drinks.
Welcome back, viewers. We're halfway down the stage. 10 overs, 50 runs, and 4 wickets for Bahrain. Wafiq Irfan will continue in here. Junaid Aziz and Sohail Ahmed trying to build a partnership in here for Bahrain because they lost 4 early wickets. A pressure situation here for Bahrain. And Malaysia just trying to build that momentum. Probably another wicket or two here will really give them the upper hand. That's wrapped on the pads. That's good running. Excellent running between the wickets. They snatched those 2 runs from a leg by.
Yeah, it's good running in the end. Just figured that out that Amir Azim was quite far there down at square leg and come back for a second. But coming back to the point, 4 early wickets and this pair just consolidating. So far, this is the last pair that has batted in this tournament. They lost 2 wickets only in the first game and 4 in the second. So after this, there's no player who's had match practice in this tournament in terms of batting. So unfamiliar territory for them. They've been winning quite dominantly. It's good for them to be tested with the bat early on. Still got a good 10 overs to go. Malaysia must win territory here. They lose, they would be all but eliminated, especially considering the net run rate being on the lower side after that loss yesterday.
Yes, I believe it has been the Bahrain bowlers who have really dominated in this tournament. 12 wickets amongst themselves in 2 matches. The number speaks for itself. That's again a good delivery, slightly back of length, pushing the batter to go on the back foot. So Wafiq Irfan is generating a lot of pace in here.
Yeah, it's got a lot more control today, which is good to see. Good to see the skipper Saeed Aziz as well backing him after that performance yesterday. 1 over for 25. You'd see most captains dropping that player and replacing them. But the Malaysian skipper backing his bowler, trusting him. And there's an appeal there, but might just have pitched outside leg, you would feel.
Yes, absolutely. Probably just drifting down the leg side because Wafiq Irfan likes to bring the ball back into the right hander. So probably the angle would have just taken it away from the stumps. Nevertheless, another good delivery in here. And yes, I'm also very excited for the Malaysian team. We can see a lot of all rounders there. There are almost six of them, if I count. There's Amir Azim, Virendeep Singh, Syed Aziz, the captain himself. And then we have Vijay Unni, Sharvin Muniandi, and Khizar Hayat himself. And even Wafiq Irfan can bat. That was uppish, but safe. Another single for Sohail Ahmed. He moves into his 20s now.
Yeah, not to forget the ex-captain Ahmed Faiz can also roll his arm over quite a bit.
So that really gives your team a good balance. So you have a lot of bowling options. Like even today, Khizar Hayat and Virendeep Singh are yet to bowl, and we are already into the 11th over.
Once again, an appeal. Once again, quite optimistic. There was Wafiq Irfan. Once again, a leg by. Single taken. 11 overs done. 56 for 4.
And just like I said, it's Virendeep Singh into the attack. Very experienced Malaysia's leading run scorers and also amongst the leading wicket takers as well. Very good all rounder. Likes to contribute both with the bat and ball. Took 3 wickets in one of the games as well. So I think it will be a good competition out there, especially Virendeep Singh going against Sohail Ahmed, who is one of the premier batters for Bahrain. Sohail Ahmed scored 1,100 plus runs in his T20 career, rating is rated right up there, number 2 for Bahrain in T20Is. Let's cut away straight to the fielder. No runs there.
Yeah, Virendeep Singh introduced in the 12th over. Bowled really, really well in the first game against Bahrain. Got himself a 3 for. Second game was slightly expensive, bowling towards the end there. Never easy for a spinner to be doing that. He's got a slightly unorthodox action, which makes him come side on and very wide of the crease. He angles the ball in quite a bit. It's already right on the money here. And there's an appeal here, and it's close. Direct hit might have been closer there. Lafiz doing the fielding, doing the keeping duties there. Ahmed Faiz with a strong throw. Batter was in.
Junaid Aziz almost caught napping in there. Just slightly sloppy with placing his bat in. could be a very dangerous ploy. Again, a good delivery. Very consistent with his line and length here, Virendip Singh.
Yeah, Bahrain will have to be very careful here. They cannot afford to have overs like this. 8 of 20 now, Junaid Aziz. Cut away once again to the fielder. Once again, no run. That's 5 dot balls in a row. Pressure well and truly on the batter. 21 deliveries for his 8. Can you find a release shot from somewhere? And this time they've taken the single, so Junaid Aziz, after playing 5 dot balls, gets himself on strike for the next over. 13 overs, 12 overs done, 57 for 4.
And another change in bowling. And as expected, Khizar Hayat comes into the attack. So it's that deadly partnership of Khizar Hayat and Virendip Singh. Both of them are very economical. They will dry up the runs and make boundaries difficult for the batters, especially for Junaid Aziz, who has been struggling a bit out there. 9 of 22 deliveries. Yes, he has been hitting the ball from the middle of the bat. It's just that he's not finding the gaps, playing most of these deliveries straight to the fielders.
Yeah, the last person you want to be facing when you're struggling at 9 of 22 is Kizayat, and that's exactly what he's going to get here. And as we saw yesterday, Kizayat has a very different feel from the Orthodox. He's got 4 fielders out on the leg side boundary, and he's got his extra cover in there. Kizayat will be looking to attack that middle leg stump. Cannot afford to give any room to the batters. It worked really, really well for him yesterday. He only gave 20 runs in his 4 overs. We'll have to see if it works for him today. Bahrain still just milking the singles and doubles. It's been a while since they scored a boundary. Just glanced away behind square. And they come back for a second there.
That's a very good shot. Just glance on the onside. Another couple of runs here for Sohail Ahmed. He moves on to 22. Yes, Khizar Hayat, he likes to bowl a bit flat. So actually, both the batters can really use his pace on the delivery. And it's a very wide open field. Only 4 players in the circle. So a lot of singles and doubles on offer. And he goes for the big heave on the onside. Just coming off the bottom of the bat, not timing it well. Sohail Ahmed trying to open his arms because we're already into the 13th over. Bahrain will be trying to accelerate. Again, slightly short, played down the ground. Easy pickings here.
Yeah, the field has changed as well. The extra cover has gone back and fine leg has come in. Kizayat maybe realizing that he can afford to be slightly outside the off stump on this wicket. 5 runs off the over so far. Another single. Bahrain going well at the moment, just looking to rebuild here. Looking to reassess what might be a good score over here. I think anything above 130 would be difficult to chase on this wicket. They have to do well to get there. They'll need about 70 runs in the last 8 overs. 6 runs off that over. Bahrain 63 for 4 after 13.
So Virendeep Singh will continue in here. Went for just one run in his first over. Again, an interesting field set here. Very packed offside field. Well, Ahmed is looking good out there. He's batting on 24 of 25 deliveries. Again, Junaid Ahmed is just struggling with that eye. It's probably the second time that he's facing this issue. And this is good sportsmanship there. Virendeep Singh trying to help.
Yeah, I think that's really good to see. Saves us some time as well, and good to see all smiles between the two teams. Although they're really playing for victory here, and good start once again from Virendeep Singh. Very humble man. There's Viran. Started off really well in his spell. He's just and beautifully fielded there. Off his own bowling. He's a tall man.
That was sharp fielding there from Virendeep Singh. He's one of the better fielders in the Malaysian side. That's heaved away on the onside. Down to long on for a single. Again, Sohail Ahmed just trying to open his arms and lose the shackles.
They haven't been able to get him away at all. But they really need to find a boundary from somewhere soon. Singles and doubles. Malaysia will be happy with that. Happy with chasing 100, 110. He's got about 6 overs after this, so should be looking to accelerate now. Only 4 down, so some batting left, you would feel. Oh, it's gone straight down the ground. Was there a drop catch?
Well, that will be very harsh on Virendeep Singh. That was hit like a bullet. Almost took out the umpire even after hitting Virendeep's hand. That was hit powerfully. But yes, sometimes you need to take those half chances.
Yeah, I think looking at the reaction from himself, he set such high standards in the field. He was disappointed for dropping that catch. But yeah, definitely a very difficult one. It's either they stick or they don't. But what an over once again. Just 3 runs of it. And Bahrain, 14 overs done. 66 for 4.
And perfect conditions here for cricket. A very bright and sunny day out here. Let's have a look at the Bahrain batters. Faiz Ahmed, 14 of 19. Prashant and Asif went for naught. And then some rebuilding done by Sohail Ahmed with Junaid Aziz supporting him. 12 of 27 for Junaid and Sohail Ahmed 26 of 29. 14 overs, 66 for 4. And look at that, 8 extras in 14 overs. That's a matter of concern for Malaysia. We have seen a lot of extras conceded by the Malaysian bowlers.
I think that would be slightly harsh on them because I think 3 or 4 of them were leg buys. So we can consider about 4 wides if I'm not mistaken, which is still that's a good shot. Much needed there. Sohail Ahmed finally manages to break the shackles and he smashed it out the ground over mid wicket. A boundary after quite some time. Let's have a look at this again. Kizayat doing what he does best, attacking the stumps. But Sohail Ahmed up to it at the moment. Knew exactly what to expect and he smashed it over mid wicket. The fielder had no chance.
Yes, a big 6 there coming off the bat of Sohail Ahmed. And that was probably the 4th attempt for that shot. The previous 3 just came off the lower end of his bat and this time he middled it to perfection, and that went for a long way. Again, a big shot and a huge six over mid wicket. And this time it's Zunaid Aziz who has taken the attack to Khizar Hayat.
Yeah,
So two sixes in this over.
then this is an even better shot off the back foot. Look at that. To generate that much power off the back foot on a delivery that was not even short. That is beautiful batting. And Ixon inside edge, and now the runs are coming. Gone behind square. Wafiq Irfan doing the chasing. Manages to hold it back before it reaches the rope.
And could this be the over that will really change the context of this game? 15 runs from it so far, a big one. Khizar Hayat just missing his mark in this over. It was uppish, but in the gap, the easy single there.
Desire just looking to bowl the quicker one straight at the stumps. It just ekes a leading edge. Single taken. 16 runs off this over. Still a delivery left. And that's beautifully bowled to end the over. Just looking to give himself room. Kezayat smartly not following him. 15 overs done. 82 for 4.
And that's also the 50 partnership between the two batters. Very precious runs here for Bahrain. They were 32 for 4 at one stage, and now they have done some recovery. 82 for 4 after 15 overs. 5 overs to go.
Yeah, I think this has been an excellent partnership from these two. Just consolidated and realized that this is not a wicket where we can easily score runs. They took their time, and now with 5 overs left, both these batters set. They have the right platform for them to relaunch. But they'll be against Virendip Singh, who's only given 4 runs off his 2 overs. Interesting to see how they look to attack him. Can they use their feet against him? He says, I don't need to use my feet if I can go over extra cover for a maximum. Virendip Singh there just slightly over pitching. And the batter Junaid ensures that those dot balls he chewed up early on, returning the favors.
There was nothing wrong with that delivery, but it was just a spectacular shot. Playing inside out, stand and deliver. That was some muscle power shown there. Zunaid Aziz, who had a very slow start earlier, is now catching up. He moves on to 27 of 31 deliveries. Again, cut away. A quick single taken. You can see some worried faces there in the Malaysian dugout. They know how important this match is for them.
Sohail now on strike. Oh, looks to go over mid off, but it's a very difficult shot off the back foot to play.
Yeah, didn't get the timing right. A better time shot there would have carried the ball straight into Amir Azim's hand. Slightly short, cut away. Deep extra cover cuts it off to a single. And the scoreboard moves on to 91. Can they score 140 runs in their 20 overs? That will be really challenging, especially with the bowling attack that Bahrain possesses. It's right up there in the block hole.
I think anything above 130 would be a difficult chase for Malaysia. You're right, considering the bowling attack that Bahrain possesses and considering that Malaysia hasn't done too well with the bat so far in this tournament. Inside edge. Can they look for a second? They should. And they come back without a fuss. So an expensive over here from Virendip Singh. 12 runs off it. 16 overs done. Bahrain 94 for 4.
change in bowling, and that's the reason both the batters are asking for the helmet. Some pace being reintroduced into the attack. The captain himself, Said Aziz, coming back into the attack. 94 for 4. This is very good recovery. Bahrain just pulling the trigger at the right moment. Now the momentum is with them. Can they carry the momentum towards the end of this innings? 4 overs to go. Each and every run here will be crucial.
Yeah, I think this is a good move from the skipper, getting himself back on. He's got good variations of pace. He's got an excellent Yorker as well, and he can bowl the short ball when required. So he's got the change ups whenever needed. Starts with a low full toss.
Yes, rightly said, Aryan. He has a very good slower delivery, very deceiving, hard to pick for the batters. It comes from the back of his hand, and we'll be expecting many of those. Or attempted Yorker once again, just missing his mark there. We have seen two full tosses, both trying to bowl just at the toes of the bat.
Yeah, he's got that back of the hand slower delivery as you mentioned, and he's also got the off cutter, which he likes to use against the left-handers. Time goes down the ground and it's got it into the gap. Not off the middle of the bat, but still a boundary nonetheless. The momentum definitely shifting towards Bahrain here as the 100 comes up in 16.3 overs, which also gets their current run rate just above the 6 runs an over mark.
Again, a big heave on the onside. It's the batter's power. I mean, the muscle power. That ball came from the lower end of the bat, and still it traveled through the boundary in no time. Sohail Ahmed moves into his 40s. That's up and over. Another 6. Straight down the ground, straight as an arrow.
Yeah, I think say this is getting a bit too predictable now. Looking to aim at that Yorker once again. Misses his length just by a bit, and the batter was ready for exactly that. Interestingly, he hasn't bowled a change of pace yet. But if I'm the batsman, that's what I'm expecting now. Let's see how he goes with this. Is he going to bowl a change of pace? Yes, he is. Driven towards long off.
Again, a very expensive over, 13 runs of it. The captain just missing his mark. If you bowl length deliveries, you will be going for runs. Last delivery coming up. Slight fumble, but still there was a single on the cards that ends the end of another expensive over. After 17, Bahrain 108 for 4.
It'll be interesting to see who the skipper turns to now. Because Singh also was expensive in his previous over.
But I believe it will still be Virendip Singh because he is very experienced. Probably he has the brain. Sometimes you can go for runs, but then he always have a lot of tricks in his armory.
It is going to be Virendip Singh. He needs to just maybe slow it up a bit because we've seen in the previous games as well, the slower you bowl, the more turn you can extract from this wicket. And Malaysia making the same mistake as they did yesterday. They bowled it too quickly and could not extract enough turn off the wicket. Deep cover in place now, with 3 fielders in the back of point region. So that suggests that he's going to be slightly on the fuller side. Here we go. Pulled away to mid wicket for a single. Sohail on strike, 3 away from a well. deserved half century.
Yes, a wonderful innings from him. Very crucial innings. Oh, beautiful delivery right up there in the block hole. Like I said, Virendip Singh has a lot of variations. He fired that in into the pads, which Sohail Ahmed was not ready for. He was probably expecting the ball to come much slower.
Once
That's
again, right in the block hole. And single taken. Good bowling here by Viran. Because he bowls it from wide outside the off stump. So the angle's always going to come in to the right handers. After struggling at the start, has upped his strike rate and has managed to support his partner really well here. This is an excellent over from Viran. Just 3 runs of it in 4 deliveries. Still got 2 deliveries left with Sohail, 2 away from a half century.
yes, these two deliveries will be very crucial. Last two deliveries of his spell as well. Again, trying to go down the track, just not being able to connect well. Sohail Ahmed, he's not trying to be selfish, playing for the team, still trying to go for those shots. He knows there is only 2 overs to go after this, and they need some quick runs in here. Again, beautifully bowled right up there in the block hole. Wonderful delivery, and that will end his spell. Virendip Singh, 4 overs, 20 runs without a wicket. And after 18, Bahrain are 112 for 4.
It's an excellent over from Virandeep. Last 3 overs have yielded quite a few runs, 40 plus if I'm not mistaken. All the pressure was on him to deliver the goods and bowl a tight over in the 18th over. And he's done just that. 2 overs left. Bahrain 112 for 4.
And with that, the captain have opted for more pace. Wafiq Irfan comes back into the attack. Wafiq Irfan looked good today. 2 overs, 9 runs without a wicket. Can he deliver the goods in here? Can he produce that important wicket and get a breakthrough here for Malaysia? Sohail Ahmed, on the other hand, batting on 49, just a run away from that half century. A very well deserved innings, I would say. When he came in, his side was in deep, deep trouble. And to play a knock like that really shows the class and temperament of the batter, Wafiq Irfan, to continue in here. And that's the inside edge. A single taken, and that will be the half century for Sohail Ahmed. And he raises his bat towards the dugout.
Yeah, what a knock he's played. Coming in very, very early when his team was in trouble. 2 down for just single digits. And he's ensured that he's still all the way till the end and he's managed to get himself a half century. Still 11 deliveries left, so there's a lot more room for 130 plus score over here. And I think this is a gamble taken by the Malaysian captain to give Wafiq Irfan. We've seen the pace has travelled so far. So far, Wafiq has bowled 2 good deliveries. Just the 2 singles.
That was again good fielding there, Virendip Singh. It's very sharp in the field. Malaysia has a good fielding attack. A lot of good fielders to back the bowlers. Wafiq Irfan to continue. That's in the air. Vijay Unni underneath. And he's dropped it.
I think it happened right over us, over here at the commentary box, and by the looks of it, he did not look comfortable underneath it. He wanted to go reverse cup. I think he was trying to force the reverse cup there because he was trying to get in position for the reverse cup, but In the end, slightly misjudged. The ball was slightly to his left and slightly too low for that. He's been given a life here as Sohail.
That was a sharp bouncer there from Wafiq Irfan, and he deserved a wicket in that delivery. We were very disappointed. This time heaved away on the onside in the gap. They're running hard and easily making it. Excellent running.
So 6 runs already off this over. 2 deliveries left. Can they somehow find a boundary from somewhere? 130 would lead us to an interesting chase, you would feel. But anything above that 135, 140 mark, you would feel Bahrain would definitely be on top on a wicket that is slightly sluggish. There we go. Sohail, 2 deliveries left in this over. And he's bowled. Wafiq Irfan has got himself a wicket and is repaid the captain's faith to give him a third over. Sohail there just looking to go over mid wicket, trying to hit the ball a bit too hard, and he's lost his stumps.
Yeah, beaten for pace on that occasion. Beautiful delivery from Wafiq Irfan. But a wonderful innings here from Sohail Ahmed. 54 of 46. What a knock. His team and his captain will be very, very happy with that effort. Bahrain 118 for 5. Sohail Ahmed scoring 54. One boundary and few sixes as well. And the new batter walking in is Imran Javed. He will be facing the last delivery of the over. 118 on the board. Can they get a boundary of this delivery? That will be really helpful and handy for Bahrain. And he does. Top edge, one bounce into the fence. Wafiq Irfan again opted for the short delivery. And Imran Javed threw his bat at everything. Like they say, fortune favors the brave. He went for the shot and it has paid him some dividend. 122 after 19 overs. Syed Aziz, the captain of Malaysia, will be bowling the last over of this innings.
Yeah, 122 for 5. 1 over left. Wafiq Irfan bowled a good over there until the last delivery. He tried to bounce the batter out, and unlucky for him, batter got a top edge. He went over short fine leg to the boundary. Syed Aziz, the skipper, will be bowling the last over. Expensive in his previous one. He's bowled a maiden in his 3 overs and is still considered 22. Looking to finish with a single digit over, you would feel.
Yes, it will be very important that Malaysia finish strong in here. That is the back of hand, slow delivery. That's in the air. And an easy catch there for Sharvin Muniandi. That ball was in the air forever. And well judged catch there.
Yeah, I think that was a really, really good catch. As you mentioned, the ball was in the air for very, very long. As we see the back of the hand slow delivery, which we talked about in his previous over, in the air for an eternity, and Sharvin Muniandi judged it really, really well and took an easy catch. Made it look really, really easy. So both the sad batters have to depart with still 5 deliveries left. Mohammad Rizwan is in at number 8 with 5 deliveries left. He's played a good knock. Scored close to 40 runs. Supported Sohail Ahmed really well. Here we go. 5 deliveries left. How many can they muster? Slower delivery. It's in the air. Will this be taken? Sharvin underneath it once again. And it's been taken. You could see once again as it goes in the air. It's not easy to judge. Moved left, moved to his right, came forward, and in the end took it on his knees.
Again, it's the slower delivery, back of hand. It's almost like an action replay there. Same bowler, same delivery, and same fielder as well. And with that, the captain, Syed Aziz, is on a hat trick. Can he get another wicket here? This is a good comeback. They've removed both the set batters. And now they're into the tail. Imran Khan walking into bat. He will be facing the hat-trick delivery.
Shaidur, do you think he's going to look to go for the slow delivery again, or do you think he's going for that toe crusher? I would think he's going for the toe crusher here.
Yes, but then Syed Aziz have a unique way of thinking. He might go for the third slow delivery just because the batter will be expecting, and rightly so, he did that. Another slower delivery. Like I said, as a batter, when you have received two slower deliveries, your psychology says that the third one will be a quicker one, and that's where the bowler can really deceive you by bowling another slow delivery. And that's exactly what Syed Aziz did, and he almost went under the bat of the batter.
We've got 3 deliveries left. Imran Javed got a boundary in his first delivery. That's beautifully played in the gap, but beautifully fielded that extra cover, and he might have just injured himself on his shoulder there as he landed. Amir Azim, this could be a big blow for Malaysia.
That was a desperate dive. Amir Azim throwing his body on the line for the country. Amazing scenes here, and great sportsmanship from Bahrain as well. They only took one. They saw that Amir Azim was down and out, and they just stopped there. They didn't run for the second or the extra. This is excellent here from both the sides. And Amir Azim goes off the field straight away. He's getting some attention from the physio. And the last thing we'd expect will be an injury, and we hope that he's safe out there.
More importantly, he'll have to open the batting if he can. So if he cannot, it'll be a very big blow. Can they come back for a second? There should be a run out. Yes, it is. Slightly wayward throw there from long off Vijay Unni, but Syed Aziz did well. We've got 3 wickets in the over. Have a look at this again. Once again, a slower delivery. Once it's straight down the ground, they were looking to come back for a second to get back the more capable of the 2 batters on strike.
So excellent comeback here from Syed Aziz and Malaysia. Only 3 runs and 3 wickets in the last over. The last delivery coming from the captain, Imran Javed on strike. Another slow delivery. That's in the air. And another wicket. That's 4 wickets in the over and 3 for Syed Aziz. Another slower delivery that does the batter. So Bahrain ends the innings 126 for 9.
Yeah, that's a very good end for Malaysia. They've taken wickets towards the end and have ensured that Bahrain did not get away with things in this first innings. 126 for 9 is what they have managed. And let's have a look at the batting scorecard. The top order really struggled. Faiz Ahmed 14 of 19, and then the number 2 and number 3 went for ducks. Amir bin Nasir, the skipper, also didn't last too long. But then the highlight of this innings was the partnership between Sohail Ahmed and Junaid Aziz. Sohail Ahmed 54, Junaid Aziz 36. And towards the end, they couldn't manage to finish off well, and 126 is what they've managed.
And a lot of credit goes to the Malaysian bowlers. Pawandip Singh doing the early damage, 4 overs, 20 runs, 2 wickets. Syed Aziz, what an end. A brilliant over. 3 wickets in that over, 4 overs, 1 maiden, 26 for 3. Vijay Unni chipped in with 1 wicket, giving away 16 runs. Wafiq Irfan, 1 wicket, giving away 19 of his 3. Virendip Singh, economical as always, 4 overs, 20 runs. And Khizar Hayat, only about 2 overs, giving away 22 runs. So 126 for 9 for Bahrain. Malaysia will need 127 runs of their 20 overs with a required rate of 6.35 to win this contest. We'll be going into a short break. Please stay tuned with us. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. We are here for the chase. So the Bahrain team is out there alongside both the umpires, and in comes the two openers, the captain himself, Syed Aziz, and a surprise inclusion. Ahmed Faiz comes into bat. He will open the batting with Syed Aziz. And I would like to welcome my fellow commentator once again. Aryan, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Shaidur. Yeah, Ahmed Faiz, the most senior member in this lineup, and he's taking charge because of the injury to Amir Azim, and they also want a left and right hand combination. Perhaps that's the reason. Virendip Singh can open as well, but decided that he's going to stick to his number at number three. So the senior pro, Ahmed Faiz, I think this could be beneficial for him as well. It just free him up a bit from the pressure of batting in the middle overs.
Yes, and these three are also the top three batters for Malaysia in international T20Is. Virendip Singh, right up there, scoring 2,546 runs. Syed Aziz, 2,286. And in comes Ali Dawood. He will be starting the proceedings. That's well bowled. Very good line and length.
And just on that note, to understand the caliber at which these Malaysian batters that the Malaysian batters possess. Saeed Aziz was among the top 100 batters in the world for T20 internationals at a certain point about 3 or 4 years ago. So he's certainly capable, more than capable batter. Ali Dawood as well. Very good bowler. Likes to swing the ball early on.
Yes, I think it's evenly poised. Good competition. Ali Dawood going against Syed Aziz. But Syed Aziz can be very distractive with the bat, especially on his pads. If you bowl on his pads, he's gonna hammer you around the ground. So that's something Ali Dawood needs to work on. Again, beautiful delivery just around the fourth stump line. It's a very good start. 127 required of 19.3. What do you think, Aryan? What should be the results of this game?
As you rightly mentioned, I think it's evenly poised at the moment. Bahrain haven't got away from Malaysia with the bat. As we mentioned, anything above 135, 140 would be difficult to chase. But 126, I think, is on par. And if Malaysia bat well, they should be winning this game. We've already seen that in the two games they've played, they haven't really done well with the bat, though they have tons of experience in the lineup. And given that this is a must-win game, the pressure will be higher.
Yes, absolutely. Rightly said. But also, Malaysia bat really deep, almost until the last batter. Everyone can bat, including Wafiq Irfan. That's something I was talking about. Just drifting onto the pads. That's one of the strengths of Syed Aziz. Anything on his pads, and he looks extremely confident and comfortable to play with. So, first runs off the bat, Malaysia and Syed Aziz both get off the mark.
Yeah, I think they will be missing Amir Azim at the top of the order. Generally, doesn't look to take too much time before starting to go big. Ahmed Faiz and Saeed Aziz both look to take a few deliveries before they get their innings really going. Ahmed Faiz off the mark. One overdone. Two for no loss, Malaysia.
Yes, a very good over there. That's Virendip Singh on your screen. He will be walking into bat at number 3. Got some good runs in the series so far. Scored 60 odd in the first match and then 40 odd in the second. Very consistent with the bat. Probably the best of the batters. So Imran Khan will start from the Golden Open. Another very impressive bowler for Bahrain. I think it will be very crucial to watch how Malaysia will bat during the power play with the field in. They need to score some quick runs to give some pressure back onto the bowlers.
Yeah, I think if Malaysia has a good power play of 40, 45 plus runs without losing too many wickets, definitely feel like they're on top in this game. Imran Khan, here we go, first delivery. There's an appeal here, and the umpire says not out. Maybe just sliding down the leg side, one would feel. Leg by signal, so certainly the umpire thought he was probably sliding down the leg side.
That was close. A very good delivery. Ahmed Faiz was beaten for pace. The ball just hurried onto him, coming back into the right hander with the angle. This is good stuff here. Imran Khan, we have seen, he likes to bowl it fast, very quick, and probably it's kids of the turf as well.
I think he's lucky to have stopped there. I think he lost his run up, and the naked eye it looked like it was going to be a big no ball. So good on him to actually just stop on his run up. It's bowling to 6-3. Offside field, slip in place, third man, and deep fine leg as well. Say that he loves to play that pull shot off his hip.
But this is a wonderful line and length when it comes to bowling at Syed Aziz. I'm sure there will be a lot of video analysts who will read the batting style of all these batters, and that's exactly why Bahrain is bowling to Syed Aziz just around that off stump mark and slightly short of length, not giving Syed Aziz any room. Again, cut away, but straight to the fielder.
Say that he is one of 7 deliveries. But he'll know that the longer he's out there, the easier things will get for him and for Malaysia. And the away swinger. The second thought, the umpire just signals a wide. Once again outside the off stump and left alone by Said Aziz. Interesting ploy from Malaysia here, just looking to keep wickets in hand at the moment. Slip goes out, comes to the extra cover region, strengthening that area, considering the line and length that the bowler is bowling at. They expect the batter flash at one. One of 8 deliveries, Said Aziz. And it's in the air, but it's going to land safely, is it? Yes, it is. It's one of his favorite shots there, the flick through the leg side. Has just eked out a leading edge, and to his happiness, it's landed in front of the third man fielder on the boundary.
He took the top edge. The ball was just seaming away from him. I think that's what caused that lead edge. The last ball coming up. Syed Aziz looking slightly shaky today. Shaky start, I would say, for Malaysia. courtesy of some wonderful bowling from the Bahrain bowlers. And a quick single there, risky one, a fumble from the fielder. Another single to end the second over. After 2 overs, Malaysia 6 without loss.
Ali Dawood will be bowling his second over. He's bowled a really good first over here. Looking to continue the good work. Ahmed faced 2 of 3 on strike. Hasn't really got to face much in the 2 overs that have been bowled. If square leg goes on the boundary now, slip goes out as well to mid wicket for the right hander. Fine leg is in.
Both the batters are trying to look extremely careful out there, ensuring that they don't lose too many early wickets. But yes, doing that, the asking rate will climb with time. 6.79 runs required, which is still manageable. Anything over 7 or 8 will create a lot of pressure on the batters. The big swing there, but couldn't connect. Ahmed Faiz just losing his shape, trying to go for the big shot.
He got nowhere near that. Bowler swinging away there and tried to give himself room. In the end, was too far from the ball to make any contact. Intention is right, but needs to execute it well as well. Ali Dawood getting some good swing here. Stamp down the leg side. Quick single taken. Signal wide by the umpire. Malaysia yet to hit a boundary. Into the third over now. Similar sort of a feel for say this is deep square leg and deep third man on the boundary. Disease will be looking take the attack here. It's beautifully bowled there, just a bit too wide. Bowler not happy with that decision from the umpire, but have to accept it. He's generating some good pace here.
And look at the height at which Prashant is gathering the deliveries. He's getting some good bounce as well. Ali Daud. So it's always encouraging for a fast bowler when you get a good carry to the wicketkeeper. Oh, again, the ball just hurrying on to Syed Aziz. That took him by surprise. Straight into the pads of his thigh pad, I would say. Look at that. Taken by surprise of that steep bounce. Good bowling here from Ali Daud.
I think this is what extra pace can do. It's generating really good pace here and is making among Malaysia's best batter struggle out there. It's a bit too high. Quick single taken. That's good running there. Sayed is calling his partner through. A lot of leg byes in this inning so far. Haven't looked comfortable at all against the pace. Ahmed faced 2 of 6 deliveries. Sayed is 2 of 10 deliveries. But the good news for Malaysia is there's still no wicket down. Bahrain will know that these two batters are dangerous if they stay out there for quite some time. Need a wicket here.
Again, a beautiful delivery. Good carry to the wicketkeeper. Ali Daud is really testing both the batters. Let's have a look at the replay once again. Oh, beautiful. That ball came in the air and just seamed away. A perfect delivery. Said he's just doing the right thing, letting the ball go away.
So this is looking for something that's slightly over pitch to go straight down the ground. Not getting it at the moment. Oh, that is a beaut of a delivery. That was more of an off spinner that shaped a mile. Nothing you can do that as a batter. What an over this is. 3 overs done, 11 for no loss as we have a look at the replay.
Oh, beautiful. Absolute jaffa of a delivery. That would have got the better of any batsman out there.
Hardest part is it's very difficult to get a wicket off that delivery because never expect that much seam movement of the wicket.
And that's a surprise. After bowling just 1 over, there is a change of bowling from the other end. The left arm, Imran Javed, comes into the attack.
I think it's to facilitate the fast bowlers in the power play. Gonna bowl this one and the sixth one if all goes well. That's beautifully bowled there. Certainly not looking too comfortable against the pace here, both these batters. Deep extra cover on the boundary and a third man as well. Once again, beaten all ends up. Into the fourth over, we're yet to see a boundary as the run rate approaches the 7 runs and over. The required run rate, that is. Conditions slightly better for cricket at the moment. Wide outside the off stump and signaled by the umpire this time. Got a gentle cloud cover here at the BAYUEMAS Oval. It's much better conditions for cricket than it was early in the morning with all the sun.
That's a strange looking shot there from Ahmed Faiz. The ball was way outside the off stump, but he's just trying to fetch them. It could be very dangerous because there is a slip in place. Again, trying to cut the ball. Direct hit, and he would have been gone. That could have been curtains for Ahmed Faiz. He was nowhere in the picture. Very risky single taken.
Yeah, I think there was definitely, he was nowhere near making his ground there. This is what pressure can do. A few dot balls and you're trying to force the runs and you're just hoping that there's no direct hit. And luckily for him, he survived. But Malaysia really, really reeling over here. Similar sort of a feel to the left-hander. Deep third man and extra cover on the boundary and slip in place as well. Say this is, the ball will be coming into him, you would feel. Imran Javed, slightly unorthodox action, so it's difficult to pick. Being given a wide by the umpire. Once again, the bowler not happy. There have been a few close calls in this innings already in terms of the wides.
Yes, a very interesting action. The likes of Sohail Tanveer, I would say. He resembles that action. It's very tough to pick as a batter. Again, a wild swing there. Both the batters are struggling to pick him up. Said Aziz just committed into that shot much earlier. Probably a predetermined shot. Let's have a look at the replay once again and look at that. He was nowhere near that delivery.
Yeah, I think he picked the length well, but he did not pick the line. He was well outside the off stump. Beautifully bowled there. Just showed that it was coming into the into the left hander, and then just at the end moment of the wicket, just moved away a fraction.
Yes, we have seen both the bowlers, Ali Daud and Imran Javed, doing that. The ball just maneuvers a bit in the air, coming into the left hander, and then just deviates away from the left hander. Oh, wild swing. Syed Aziz just losing his temperament. That's what pressure can do to you. 15 of 2. He's struggling out there because we know Syed Aziz, he likes to play his shots. After 4 overs, Malaysia 14 without loss. And another change in bowling. Now Imran Khan coming from the other end. He bowled only 1 over from the Golden Hope end, and now he has been given a change of ends coming from the Nagara end.
Yeah, I think as we mentioned in the previous over, it's to facilitate the three fast bowlers to bowl in the power play. If Imran Khan had bowled the previous over, then you would need to have a fourth bowler in the power play. You would feel, here we go, Imran Khan change of ends, bowling the fifth over. Beautifully bowled there once again. Been a lot of plays and misses.
I think the intent of the batters will really matter in this run chase. Yes, they are not chasing a very big total, but at the same time, if you play too many dot deliveries, that's gonna increase the pressure. You need to take those singles and doubles and rotate the strike and keep the scoreboard ticking. And Malaysia have failed to do that so far. Again, a quick single, a very risky one, played straight to the fielder, and they ran for it. Ahmed Faiz living dangerously out there.
Yeah, I think you can see that both these batters just are trying their best to rotate the strike to the point where they have to take singles that are not really on. So far, they've survived the few plays and misses and the run out scares, which is the only good news in this inning so far for Malaysia. It's way into the fifth over, and despite so many plays and misses, there's still none down. But definitely, they will have to take charge now. If not in this over, the next over. They've yet to hit a boundary in this power play. And
That's up and over. One bounce into the fence. A very good looking shot there from Syed Aziz. Just opening his arms. It was there to be hit. Slide width on offer. And that will boost his confidence. Look at that. Right up there. And that will ease the batting for Syed Aziz. A very packed offside field.
yeah, I think for the first time he's over pitched slightly, and Syed Aziz doesn't miss out on that. Is he going to look to go a bit shorter now? Yes, he is, and that's exactly what Syed Aziz loves. He loves it on his pads, and this is what a batter of top quality can do. Slightly wayward, and he's made sure he's taken full toll of it. Let's have a look at this again. He was expecting it to go a bit short, and he did, and he was way down the leg side as well. Easy pickings.
Yes, you cannot bowl there to Syed Aziz. It's absolute crime. He loves it on the onside. And it's almost like a gift coming from a fast bowler. You have your field set all on the offside and then bowling it on the onside. It will be easy pickings for any batter, especially when it's someone of the caliber of Syed Aziz. And let's clean him up. Imran Khan gets his man straight after conceding couple of boundaries. He got the better of Syed Aziz.
Yeah, I was about to say that Malaysia just getting back on track with their run rate. 23 for none was not too bad, but then he's ended up looking for a big heave over mid wicket. It was on, but he's just missed out there, eked an inside edge. You feel back onto his stumps. You can see the disappointment, you can see the elation on the bowler after conceding a couple of boundaries. He's come back really, really well.
And with that, one of the best batters for Malaysia, Virendip Singh, walks into bat.
As among the taller batters in this lineup for Malaysia, so definitely love the bounce that these two bowlers are generating. Look to play them on the up. Slip in place. Aggressive captaincy. He's got a deep long leg. It's very square, almost at a deep square leg. Here we go. First delivery, last delivery of the fifth over. And there's an edge there. Or is there? No. There was certainly a deviation there. We all thought up here in the commentary box this was an edge, but not to be. What a delivery that is. What a comeback that is.
What a gem of a delivery. Right on the money. Probably one of the toughest deliveries to face for a newcomer. Oh, look at that. Just coming in with the angle and then seaming away from the right hander. Beautiful bowling here. So we have seen some wonderful exhibition of fast bowling here from the Bahrain bowlers. Malaysia 23 for 1. This is the last over before the power play ends. Can they add some more runs and utilize the field restrictions?
I think at this moment, their priority should be keeping the wickets in hand. Beautifully played, but straight to the fielder. We'll have to wait and see whether this is out. Ahmed Faiz is not going anywhere. The fielders are celebrating. The umpires are just going to have a word. Let's have a look at what the verdict is. He hit it really, really well, Ahmed Faiz. As soon as he hit it, as soon as the fielder started celebrating, he informed the umpires that he feels that the ball had bounced. The umpires in convergence. Let's have a look at what the decision is. A lengthy discussion here. And he's been given. Wow. So 2 wickets on the trot. Both the batters who chewed up a few deliveries have to depart. Imran Javed, short and wide, cut away and straight to the fielder.
That's probably a very easy decision for the umpires, I would say. Ahmed Faiz departs after playing 12 deliveries. He only scored 4 runs. He was slightly struggling out there. And I think this is an interesting ploy here. Akil Wahid comes into bat, so it will be a left hand, right hand combination out there. Probably just trying to unsettle the line of the bowling. So, as a bowler, it's very difficult to bowl at a left hander and a right hander at the same time because you need to adjust your line and length, which is not easy. But so far, the Bahrain bowlers have done extremely well.
It's interesting to see because Amir Azim, not too sure what the update is on him, but if he is not going to bat, then Malaysia will definitely be hampered with the bat. Chasing a modest total, but in early trouble here. They've lost both their openers very, very cheaply. Imran Javed bowling really, really well here. Akil Wahid, top class batter, left-hander, classy batter. Slip in place once again.
Yes, I believe the pair here, Akil Wahid and Virendip Singh, needs to keep their wickets at least until the 10th over. Just try to steady the shape, build a partnership, and keep the scoreboard ticking as well. Like I said earlier, even 130 can be really tricky, especially going against a bowling attack like Bahrain.
They've come out with good intent here. Have the Bahrain bowlers looking to attack the batters, looking to get those early wickets. The skipper has given him the correct field. Tried to get the slip in place whenever possible. And Akil Wahid, first delivery, just left it alone outside the off stump. Here we go. Some slightly shorter, straight to the fielder once again. Must mention the catch to get Ahmed Faiz out was a really good one. It was a low catch and did really well to get down low because it was hit really well. I feel like that was the best timed shot for Ahmed Faiz in his short innings. So he is straight to the fielder. Oh, this one comes in and quick single taken.
And it's wonderful to watch. A premium bowler like Rizwan Butt is yet to come into the attack. So that shows the strength of the Bahrain bowling attack. Rizwan Butt is the leading wicket taker in the series so far. He's also the leading wicket taker for Bahrain in T20 internationals. I think Virendeep Singh will hold the key for this run chase. Definitely the man in form. A good looking shot, but couldn't hit the gap.
Yeah, I think the type of wickets that Bahrain have played on have also helped their strength. The strength lies in the fast bowling department, and they've got a wicket with slight greenery in all the three games they've played so far. So it's definitely been beneficial. The wicket you can see behind Virandip there, that is a placid wicket, as we saw 180 being scored over there. It would be interesting to see how the Bahrain bowlers fare on that sort of a wicket. That's the end of the power play. Malaysia reeling at 25 for 2.
And the umpire signals the end of the power play. And with that, we have some spin being introduced into the attack. Abdul Majid, very experienced campaigner as well. Left arm orthodox.
Finally, some respite from the fast bowlers for the Malaysian batters. This is where the wickets in hand could have come in handy, but they've just lost 2 wickets in the last 2 overs. The Basi will have to be slightly slower through the air in order to extract some turn rather. And dip straight away down the wicket.
And the required run rate is creeping up. 7.37 required. This can cause some urgency and some desperation in the batting as well. That's sensible batting. Just worked away on the offside for a single.
Yeah, I think this is a good move by the skipper as well, bringing the left-arm spinner to the longer boundary for the left-hander towards the mid-wicket square leg area. It's quite a long boundary because we're playing 2 pitches adjacent to the pitch in the center of the square. So it's being safe to the batter who's playing with the spin. 5-4 offside field he's got. He'll be bowling around the wicket. And there's an appeal there. Might have just pitched outside leg. Definitely going on to hit the stumps.
That looked really close. That was fired in. The arm ball. Ball flatter and quicker. Was taking Akil by surprise. Again, a good delivery, quick single, a direct hit. Oh, it could have been very close. Slight fumble there by Amr bin Nasir. Again, both the batters taking some risks in here. That's played in the air. And he's gone. Virendip Singh departs after scoring just 2 runs. A big wicket here for Abdul Majid and Bahrain. Malaysia loses their third.
Yeah, we did talk about this wicket not being easy. You would expect some respite for the Malaysian batters against the spinners, but not to be. Virendip Singh looking to go straight down the ground. You understand why he tried to hit that shot, but only manages to haul out down to long gone. Still, we're not seeing Amir Azim. It's going to be Sharvin Munyandi at number 5. Concerning signs there for Malaysia with the scorecard and also in the dugout with the injury of Amir Azim.
Yes, exactly 100 runs required now of 13.1 overs. The required run rate is creeping up. It's always going to put that extra psychological pressure on the batters. And with 3 early wickets, it's always going to be difficult. And how much will the injury of Amir Azim cost Malaysia as well? Because they might have to bat with a less batter.
Yeah, exactly. If Amir Azim opened the batting, you still have Ahmed Face to come in the middle overs, but not to be. Similar sort of a feel for Viran, for Sharvin rather. And it's caught and it's been dropped. That is among the easier catches that we've had today, and it has been put down by the fielder at backward point. He was closing, trying to cut the single. Perhaps didn't expect a catch to come to him. Have a look at this again. Short and wide, and Viran, or rather Sharvin, first delivery, cut it and straight to the fielder, but it's been put down.
Yeah, straight in and straight out. And it was Sohail Ahmed, the fielder on that occasion. Played a wonderful innings earlier to take his side away from the trouble. Scored a half century today. But this time it was a relatively easy catch. And can Sharvin Munyandi capitalize on this opportunity given to him? Imran Javed will continue in here into his third over. It's only given away 5 runs and a wicket. Brilliant spell so far. Oh, quick single taken. Probably the fielder threw at the wrong end. Sharvin Munyandi was struggling on the other side. You can see the urgency in both the batters trying to rotate the strike. This is good captaincy from Bahrain as well, because we can see a lot of fielders very close to the batter trying to stop that single, and they also have enough protection out there at the ropes as well. Oh, brilliant delivery again, hurrying on to him.
Yeah, certainly the extra pace has troubled Malaysia today, aided with some movement off the wicket as well. That has made it doubly difficult. Malaysia 3 down already. Current run rate less than 4 runs and over. They require close to 8 runs and over now.
And with that single, Sharvin Munyandi finally gets off the mark. He's very lucky to still be out there. The dropped catch of the very first delivery that he faced.
Ashwin is someone who can take the game away from the opposition. Given him a chance on his first delivery. Glanced away for a single. This is what Malaysia need. This is what Bahrain did at a similar stage. They just rotated the strike and kept a partnership going until the 14th, 15th over, where they really took charge. And the best part for Malaysia is they know exactly what they're chasing and what they need to do. Still got some batting to come in the form of Vijay Unni, Kiza Hayat. We're not sure about Amir Azim. They do possess some depth with Ainul Hafiz as well, usually coming in at number 9.
The last ball coming up of this over. Akil Wahid on strike. Yes, Malaysia is under a lot of pressure. They've lost three very important wickets. Syed Aziz, Virendeep Singh, and Ahmed Faiz. Three of their top batters all back into the dugout. That's sharp fielding there in covers. Abdul Majid was the fielder. Good looking shot, but no runs taken. Let's have a look at the replay once again. Beautifully timed. Look at that. Brilliant fielding. That will end the over after 8 overs, 31 for 3 Malaysia.
Yeah, required run rate just touched the 8 run and over mark. But Malaysia would know that this partnership is the key. Just keep wickets in hand for another 4 or 5 overs before they can really launch again. Quick single here. This could be a run out. He was just in there. A direct hit would definitely have got him, but Akil putting in the dive, valuing his wicket. In the end, well run. It was always a risky run. Have a look at this again. I think he was just made his crown there. Akil Wahid, is he looking towards the leg side? Is a good play of spin. Can hit the ball straight as well. It's in the air and this should be taken. There is a fielder underneath it at mid wicket and he's taken the catch. We talked about it being the long boundary and that has yielded a wicket. Abdul Majid Abbasi has got himself yet another wicket. So Akil Wahid, this is what the pressure from the other end can do. They've bowled 6 good overs of pace bowling, 6.2. Here we go. Let's have a look at this again. It was there to hit, but he got more height than distance. And a good catch taken there at the mid wicket. Malaysia in deep trouble now at the same score at which Bahrain were also 32 for 4 at this stage. Just a few less overs were bowled. Can Vijay Unni and Sharvin Munyandi string together a partnership that will get Malaysia back into this game? Because at the moment, Bahrain bossing the game. Abdul Majid 2 for 3 in his 1.2. The skipper decides I'm going to have a slip in place as well, getting him out from short fine leg. Here we go, Vijay Unni. A situation tailor-made for him. Malaysia in early trouble. biggest challenge for Malaysia is they've chewed up a lot of dot balls. The current run rate is less than 4 runs in over. So it's been really tough going. Single taken there. Kiza Hayat, next man in, you would feel. Shabir Munyan is still around there, and he will be looking to take this game deep. Ahmed Faiz, Kiza Hayat, really, really disappointed with their batting effort and bowling effort in this game. It's in the gap. Can they look for a second? They should be able to come back for a second. That's good running by both these batters. This is what Malaysia needs. Just get the singles and doubles, string together a partnership for the next 4 or 5 overs, and then reassess and see what is required. 9 overs done. Malaysia 36 for 4.
So the last over coming before the drinks break, Imran Khan, another change of ends for him. He'll be coming to bowl. 36 for 4, Malaysia. Sharvin Muniandi and Vijay Unni out there in the middle.
I think the captaincy has been great so far from Bahrain. They've just never given respite at both ends for the Malaysian batters against the fast bowlers. They've just been always having a fast bowler at one end, and all the three fast bowlers have returned with good rewards in terms of their discipline, line, and length. They've been really, really right on the mark. Required run rate approaching the 9 runs and over now. Joni, good batter. Many would argue he's more suited for the longer format of the game, but he's got the big game as well. At the moment, it's just about consolidating the pressure. And there's an edge there, or is there? No, there isn't. Beautifully bowled there. Vijay Unni is looking to guide it down behind square. Shabir Munyandi there, just guiding him, telling him to come on the front foot. You know the importance of this wicket. If they lose another wicket here, Malaysia will definitely be in deeper waters than they already are. Quick single taken and direct hit missed. It's hit Vijay Unni on the head. You'd think just a single. Good to see the Bahrain players also just checking on him. Let's have a look at this again. Quick single there. In the end, you would think he made his ground. It's hit him right on his helmet. And they're going to be doing a concussion test. And with that, I think the players will also take drinks. End of the drinks break. Have to wait and see the conversations during the drinks break and how they will affect the rest of this game. 10 overs left, 10.2 overs, 89 runs needed at close to 9 runs and over. Short and wide cut, but straight to the fielder. Single taken.
Yes, I think it will be very important to watch how they pace this innings. Vijay Unni and Sherwin Muniandi both have experience and the goods as well to deliver. 88 from 10.1 overs. It's not a really tall ask, but you need to keep your temperament and play some sensible cricket here.
It's again single taken. At the halfway stage, Malaysia 40 for 4.
Big appeal there, but probably just going over the stumps. It was hit above the knee row. Vijay Unni on strike. Malaysia in some trouble. 40 for 4. We're into the 11th over. That's good batting. Sensible cricket. That's what they need to do. Probably just maneuver the ball around for the next few overs and keep the scoreboard ticking. 86 runs more required here.
Abdul Majid Abbasi has bowled really, really well. He's got the benefits of tight bowling from the fast bowlers, which has allowed him to get into his work very easily. Shavin Munyandi and Vijay Unni, both good players of spin, have to bat out of their skins to get Malaysia out of trouble from this game. Again, no pace to work with. This is the difference between the two sides. We saw that yesterday as well. The spinners just slowing it up from the opponents, and Malaysia just looking to dart everything in. This time the quicker one. Can they come back for a second? Don't think that would be a good call. Yeah, rightly so. Keeps it down to a single. 2 runs off this over so far. Squad run rate 9.2 runs per over now. That's the end of the 11th over. Malaysia 42 for 4.
So wonderful over there from Abdul Majid. Just 2 runs coming off it. 42 for 4 after 11. And we'll have another change in bowling. It will be Rizwan Butt, the leading wicket taker in this contest for Bahrain. 5 wickets he has taken so far. Oh, brilliant start. Beaten for pace outside the off stump. going to be challenging for both the batters to negotiate Rizwan Butt.
Things are not getting easier at all for Malaysia here. Just as you thought, the opening bowlers were done. The first change bowler bowled an excellent spell. Then you thought Spain would come on and Malaysia would attack. But then Abdul Majid Abbasi bowled a really good spell. And now Rizwan Butt has started off really well. The best bowler of this tournament so far in terms of the number of wickets. For these batters, not sure how long they can consolidate for. You can see Sharvin Munyandi just looking to try and find a boundary from somewhere. It's been a struggle for him, 7 of 13 deliveries, as it has been for most of the Malaysian batters today. Mid-off comes in, deep mid-wicket goes back. Beautifully bowled once again. It's bowling that line and length where it's difficult to get underneath the ball. Quite run right for the first time. Touches the 10-run or over mark.
Sharvin Munyandi and Vijay Unni needs to replicate the innings from Sohail Ahmed and Junaid Aziz. If they, oh, that was a good delivery once again. If they stand any chance to chase those runs, another 84 runs required, and the record run rate has creeped over 10 runs per over now. And we're yet to see any sign of Amir Azim back into the dugout. So they will be batting a player short. Rizwan Butt to continue in here. Again, beautiful delivery. Very consistent with his line and length. That has been one of his feature all throughout his career.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how these two actually take it from here, because while we don't have any confirmation on Amir Azim yet, it looks unlikely that he will come to bat, even though this is a do or die match for Malaysia. Vijay Unni 6 of 11 at the moment. That's beautifully played. Finally, some improvisation. You talked about him being consistent with his line and length, and this is what you can get. Can become a bit predictable, and good batters will actually take advantage of that. So good end to the over. Still only 5 runs off it though.
Yes, that was cheeky and brave at the same time. Look at that. Beautiful execution. It's very easy to go wrong attempting those shots, but the timing on that occasion was perfect. Boundary to end the over. After 12 overs, Malaysia 47 for 4.
Last over for Abdul Majid Abbasi. 3 overs, 2 for 9. Was an economical spell. Sharvin. Oh, this could be a run out. He's missed there. Would have been 50-50 anyways. The umpire, I think, is happy that he doesn't have to make a decision there. Sharvin Munyandi just slipped as he was trying to get back to his ground. Good call though from Vijay Unni. There was never a single there.
Yes, a desperate dive to get back into his crease. Sharvin Munyandi. He knows the importance of his wicket right now in the context of the game.
Sharvin Munyandi just looking to stay in his crease and look at the mid-wicket region. I feel he'll be better suited coming down the wicket to Abdul Majid Abbasi. And that's what he does. But he is holed out, or has he? He's holed out, but it's been dropped. It has been dropped at the mid-wicket. Would you believe it? He did come down the wicket, but he did not time it one bit. And you thought the fielder at the mid-wicket had it covered until this happened. So it's a single taken in the end.
Yes, Aryan. He listened to you and came down the track and almost paid the price for it.
I think the idea is right, but the execution was slightly off there. from Sherwin, because we've seen him do this multiple times in the past before.
Yes, but at the same time, it's very important that they see off Abdul Majid, who has been exceptional today.
Yeah, while I agree with you on that, then how it's been so far is you're always trying to see off one bowler, but the next bowler doesn't give you any respite either. That's how the Bahrain team has been in this tournament. That five top class bowlers bowl their hearts out throughout this tournament, and the points table is a reflection of that. And it's out, or is it? No, it's not. Just short of the fielder, and they'll be looking to come back for a second at least. Sharvin wants the third, and he'll push his partner, and they come back with ease. Luck going Malaysia's way in this over. Abdul Majid Abbasi felt like he should have had a third in this over. So 4 runs off this over so far. Final delivery.
Vijay Unni again taking the fancy way out, trying to do something out of the ordinary. I think that reverse sweep almost carried to the fielder. So the last delivery coming up, and well bowled. That's a very good end to the over and his spell. Abdul Majid, 4 overs, 13 runs, and 2 wickets. Wonderful bowling, a very good spell from the left arm spinner. After 13 overs, Malaysia 51 for 4. But I believe someone out of Shervin and Vijay needs to step on the gas. Malaysia needs some quick runs in here. 76 required of 7 overs. That's almost 11 runs per over. They need boundaries and in here. Singles and doubles might not help in Malaysia's cause. Rizwan Butt to continue in here. Oh, beautiful delivery once again. Just teasing the batter right outside the off stump. That hint of movement slightly away from him. Let's have a look at that once again. Oh, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, we're into the 14th over and still some seam movement on offer. This is how well these Bahrain bowlers have bowled. Looks to go straight down the ground. Good fielding there by the bowler of his own bowling. Been a lot of dot balls in this innings so far from Malaysia. Only 13 of 17 has been among the quickest in terms of strike rates for Malaysia. Shawi Munyandi 9 of 18 deliveries. And that's beautifully played. It's gone behind square. Is it going to go to the boundary? Yes, it is. Vijay Unni there premeditated it, but waited and watched it all the way till the end. That is beautiful batting here. He's a youngster, but he's showing all he's got. He's hit 2 boundaries in a similar fashion. This one slightly more difficult because it was a slower delivery. Yeah, that is. And he managed to pick the gap as well. Change in field now. Fine leg goes back. Third man comes in. He loves to use the pace as well, so won't be surprised if he tries to use the pace on the offside and get it between the 2 fielders behind square on the offside. That's exactly what he does. 1 bounce over the rope. What a player this is. What a shot this is.
That's brilliant execution. Again, using the pace of the bowler. This time he went the other way. The reverse scoop, I would say. Again, a very fancy shot. And look at that for execution. Coming right off the middle of the bat. And he knew exactly where the fielders were. Just going over third man. And straight away we can see Rizwan Butt under some pressure, probably for the first time in this tournament.
He's making the captain think now no change in the field. So let's see how this goes. Quick single taken. That's good running. Got 8 runs already. Just take a single, make it 9. 5 deliveries, 9 runs off this over. Shavi Munyandi on strike now. Last delivery. Can they finish well? Similar sort of a field for Sherwin. That's beautifully played behind square there. Use the pace and gets himself another boundary. So Sherwin now getting himself into the act, and that's an expensive over. 13 runs of it. So Malaysia, 14 overs done, 64 for 4.
Yes, let's have a look at the replay. That was short and wide. And I think Sharvin Munyandi did extremely well to create the room for himself as well. Just clearing his left leg. A wonderful shot. 14 overs, 64 for 4. So earlier today, Malaysia won the toss and elected to bowl first. Bahrain scored 126 runs for 9 wickets in the 20 overs. Sohail Ahmed scoring 54 of 46. Junaid, he was good as well, 36 of 40. And Faiz Ahmed, 14 of 19. Syed Aziz, the captain of Malaysia, was the pick of the bowler. 4 overs, 26 runs and 3 wickets. Pawandeep Singh took 2 and Vijay Unni took 1. And in response, Malaysia are 64 for 4 after 14 overs. Vijay Unni batting on 22. Abdul Majid was the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs, 13 runs, 2 wickets, and Imran Javed took 1 wicket, and Imran Khan took 1 wicket as well.
We're going to see some more spin being introduced, some more left arm spin, which I think is a good ploy. But Malaysia will have to ensure that they put Asif under pressure very early into his spell, because if he gets in to his work, it's going to be difficult to get him get the better of him. Only 22 of 20, the first Malaysian batter to actually strike at over 100 today. It's been a struggle for all the batters, even the Bahraini batters. Short and straight to the fielder. Need to try and reduce those dot balls as much as they can. 63 from 6 overs is attainable on a good ground, which is slightly smaller and a fast outfield. But they still need to bat out of their skins because the pitch isn't the easiest to bat on. Goes down the wicket and straight down the ground, and it's gone all the way. Vijay Unni is turning on the game here for Malaysia. Just comes down the wicket and gets it over the side screen, or rather into the side screen.
Let's have a look at the replay. Yes, that's flat batted. Straight down the ground. One of the safest places to hit the cricket ball. A flat 6. That's good batting. Getting a 6 in the second delivery of the over. Oh, that was edged. Probably a drop chance. The wicketkeeper couldn't grasp onto it. Took the edge. And luckily for Vijay Unni and Malaysia, he survives.
Vijay and Sherwin playing a similar sort of an innings that we saw in the first innings. And they'll have to stick around for at least another 3 to 4 overs. And it's gone down the wicket and it's been taken. That is beautiful bowling there from Asif. Slowed it up slightly wider. Vijay Unni looked to give the charge and use his bottom hand to good effect. But all he could do was eke an outside edge. And he's hauled out at short third man. Let's have a look at this again. Very smart bowling from the bowler.
Yes, I think it was the flight that did him. Just taking the pace off the ball. And he went for the shot. And he departs. Nevertheless, a pretty good innings comes to an end from Vijay Unni. And that brings in the experienced Khizar Hayat into the crease.
He's a Hayat experience, tons of experience, and he's got some Some work to do here with 11 runs and over required. He's known for being a spin hitter. 6 runs off this over, but then he's come back well. Has Asif scored on the important wicket of Vijay Unni. It's good fielding there, extra cover. Prevents a single and prevents him from getting off the mark. After a good start to the over for Malaysia, it's only 6 runs. Last delivery coming up. Once again, throws it up wide outside the off stump. Single taken for Kiza to keep the strike. 15 overs done. Malaysia 71 for 5. Getting into the business end of things. Conversation between skipper and his bowler. Imran Javed loves to bowl those yorkers and wide yorkers. Very, very difficult to get away, especially considering his slightly unorthodox action. It's going to be coming left arm around the wicket to Kizayat.
.56 runs required from 5 overs. 11.20 is the required run rate. Kizar Hayat will face Imran Javed. But I think it's Sharvin Muniandi who needs to take the strike and face most of the deliveries. He's the set batter out there. And he will be the man who Malaysia will be looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at the field, it has to be some wide yorkers. Good start there from Imran Javed. He's got a very wide third man and a short third man as well, and a deep point in on the boundary, and then a long off, a long on, and a deep square leg on the boundary as well. So mid wicket is in, fine leg is in. There we go. 5 deliveries left. First ball was a good one. Right in the block hole once again. Single taken.
Yes, I think it's brilliant bowling. Bowling to his field. And he has a deep backwards point as well. Very interesting field set here. Packed offside field. And there will be a lot of toe crushers coming into the batters. And right there, brilliant bowling once again. Right there in the block hole, not giving any room to the batter. I think he's hurt himself. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, that was well stopped. Probably he landed on his finger. That might have hurt.
And it's his bowling arm. Never a good sign there, but looks okay to continue for now. He's a strong man. Still has 3 deliveries. 3 deliveries left in his spell. Looking to finish up well. Still holding his fingers there at the back of his run up. Trevor Munyandi knows exactly what to expect. Will he improvise? Can he look for that lap? And it's in the air and it's gone over. When he hit it, you would think that mid-off or the long-off was in play, but not to be. Imran Javed also thought the same as we did up here in the commentary box. Shabir Munyandi middles one and gets it over the long-off fence. As you mentioned, Shaidur, he holds the key here for Malaysia if they are to get over the line.
Yes, absolutely. Sharvin Munyandi is probably the man to go right now. I know it's not easy. And it's going to be a lot of pressure. But at the same time, I know he's the type of batter that likes to bat in this sort of situation, not afraid to take his chances. Again, a wild swing. The required run rate is 11.76, so he have no option left but to go for it.
Yeah, knowing Sherwin, I think as much as he would like to take his chances here, you'd also want to take his deep. As we see over here, three dot balls in the over. If you convert them to singles, can make a difference here. Only 7 runs off this over, turning out to be a good over here from Imran Javed, who's already bowled an excellent spell. 3.5 overs, 1 for 16. Can he finish off well? Or will Sherwin get the better of him?
And he's got him. He gets his man. Imran Javed finishes off his spell with the precious wicket of Sharvin Muniandi. He holds on to short third man. A sharp catch there. Brilliant bowling here once again.
Yeah, there's a very good catch there, and he stuck to his line in length. The moment he went a bit on the length, he got hit straight down the ground for a six, but stuck to his yorker there. Missed out slightly, you would feel. And Sharvin can only eke an outside edge, which is well taken down there at short third man. Ainul Hafiz is at number 8. That definitely means that Amir Azim is not fit to bat. Ainul Hafiz is more than capable of hitting them big. But things are getting certainly out of hand. 49 needed in 4 overs with Malaysia effectively 7 down.
Yes, we have come to a stage where Malaysian batters cannot wait and watch anymore. They have to go for the big shots right away. And it's slightly overcast as well. You can see a lot of clouds forming around the ground. The forecast says we're expecting some rain later in the afternoon. But I hope we'll have a full game in here. 49 required of 4 overs. Khizar Hayat on strike.
Ali Dawood back into the attack, and it's a big shot, or is it? No, it's not. It's only got height. The fielder coming underneath it has taken a catch. That is a good catch, I must admit. It went so high. But the fielder kept his calm and was relaxed, and Kizayat has to depart, and with that you would think Malaysia's hopes as well. Was in the slot but couldn't get distance, only got the height. And in overcast conditions, slightly windy, that is a very good catch.
Let's have a look at the Bahrain bowlers. Ali Dawood just got a wicket. He's into his third over, giving away only 5 runs. Imran Khan, 1 wicket for 16 runs in his 3 overs. Imran Javed, wonderful spell, 4 overs, 16 runs, 2 wickets. Abdul Majid, 4 overs, 13 runs and 2 wickets. And then Asif Ali chipped in with 1 wicket as well. Brilliant numbers there. Very good bowling from most of the bowlers, apart from Rizwan Bhatt, who was the only expensive bowler today. And in comes Wafiq Irfan, left arm batter.
Yeah, he did manage to hit some big shots in the previous game yesterday, which helped Malaysia a bit in terms of the net run rate. But he'll have to do a lot more than just that today. But long gone, deep square leg, deep fine leg, third man, and a deep extra cover on the boundary. And this should be out. This looks straight. And Ali Dawood has got himself yet another wicket. Wafiq Irfan playing all around that one. And the umpire deciding that that is straight enough. And Malaysia reeling now.
Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, that was plumb. That was dead right in front of the stumps. Brilliant bowling. 2 out of 2. Consecutive wickets here. And for the second time in the match, a bowler will be on hat-trick. Initially, it was Syed Aziz, the captain. And now it's Ali Dawood. And in walks the last batter for Malaysia, Pawandeep Singh. Unfortunately, Amir Azim will not be able to make it. He is out with an injury. So Pawandeep Singh walks in to face the music from Ali Daud. Malaysia 78 for 8. It's just about a matter of time now before Bahrain seals off another win in this series. Here comes the hat trick delivery. Oh, well dealt with. That was right up there in the block hole, aiming for the stumps, and Pawandeep Singh did well. Brilliant delivery. This is great bowling here. Ali Daud. So Ainul Hafiz will face his first delivery. He was just watching the wickets fall from the other end. Good looking shot, but straight to the fielder. No runs there. So a clinical performance here from the Bahrain bowlers. Ali Daud has been very impressive as well. Very economical into his third over. Only conceded 6 runs and a couple of wickets for him. All the Bahrain bowlers have contributed today. Again, very good delivery. That was quick. Got on to Ainul Hafiz much quicker than he anticipated. Last delivery coming up. Cut away for no runs. A brilliant over, 1 run conceded and a couple of wickets in that over from Ali Daud. After 17 overs, 79 for 8. So Malaysia have a mountain to climb. And another change in bowling. Rizwan Butt coming back into the attack. Oh, brilliant delivery. An off day in the office, I would say, for Rizwan Butt. Very expensive in his 2 overs earlier. Probably he has came back into the attack to redeem himself. Beg your pardon, he conceded 18 runs of the 2 overs. Attempted slower delivery. Pawandeep Singh was looking for a wide, but that was well inside the wide line. So I think Malaysia needs to go back and think about this game. They have really struggled with their batting in all 3 games, especially the top order. Apart from Virendip Singh, none of the other batters have actually taken the responsibility to score some runs. And especially in a tri series like this, when your opponents have players who are very good. I mean, Bahrain and Hong Kong are very good sides. If you don't bat well, you're not going to win matches against them. The spade on the onside. Ainul Hafiz, he's running hard. Oh, a better throw there would have been interesting. So Couple of runs here. So after this match, Malaysia will be looking forward for the results in the next game, and then they have to ensure that they win the last match against Hong Kong as well. Again, a big heave on the onside. A quick single taken. I believe Malaysia as a host would have really looked forward for this series, knowing the conditions better. But they have been outplayed by Bahrain on the second time in this tournament. Another quick single taken that will end the 18th over. 84 for 8 Malaysia. Ali Daud to continue in here. That's in the air. Oh, well fielded there. That ball spun away from the fielder, and he did well to stop it from going to the boundary. Pawandeep Singh just swinging his arms at everything. I know Hafiz on strike now. Oh, that's a good bouncer. That was bowled quick, and Ainul Hafiz did well to dug in. It's wonderful. Even in the 19th over, the bowlers are still going all gas on the batters. Let's have a look at that. Oh, yes, well directed. Beautiful bowling. A full toss, and he goes down the ground. And it's long. That's a 6 for Ainul Hafiz. Yes, it was a low full toss, but then you need to hit them well to get it out of the ground. And he did exactly that. Let's have a look at the replay once again. That was attempted slow delivery coming from the back of the hand. Ali Dawood just not being able to execute that slow delivery. So the score moves on to 91 for 8. Another full toss, and this time it will go straight to the fielder, and that will be the end of the game. Malaysia are bundled out for 91 runs because Malaysia have one better shot as Amir Azim went out with a shoulder injury. So Bahrain won this contest with 35 runs, and they have put one leg into the finals as well. So earlier today, Malaysia won the toss, put Bahrain into bat. Brilliant innings from Sohail Ahmed, 54 of 46. Then Junaid Aziz, 36 of 40. Syed Aziz was the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs, 26 runs, 3 wickets. Pawandeep took 2 for 20. And in response, Malaysia went bundled out for 84. Vijay Unni top scoring with 28. Sharvin Muniandi 19. Ali Daud He took 2 wickets for only 6 runs in his 3 overs. Abdul Majid was brilliant as well, 2 wickets for 13 runs, and Imran Javed 2 wickets for 16. So Bahrain won this game with 42 runs. And with that, we have the end of the game. But please stay tuned with the post match presentation, and my fellow commentator Aryan will catch you guys down there. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to the post-match presentation of match number 4 of the Malaysia T20i series between Malaysia and Bahrain. Being put into bat first, Bahrain managed to get a score of 126 for 9 thanks to good performances by Sohail Ahmed 54 of 46 and Junaid Aziz 36 of 40 after being in early trouble. With the bowling front, Saeed Aziz took 3 wickets, was the only real limelight for Malaysia. In return, Malaysia tried hard but fell short by 35 runs, being all out for 91 runs. Vijay Unni scoring 28 of 24 balls. With the ball, Ali Dawood 3 for 13 was the pick of the bowlers. Can we have a conversation with Malaysia captain Saeed Aziz first? Yeah. You're not out yet, but it's going to be very difficult from here to qualify. Any thoughts on that?
No, I think until we are mathematically out of equation, so until then we will try hard to get into the game and into the tournament as well. I know it's been a tough 3 games, but we'll try to come back at least in the last game. You never know what will happen in with the run rate and all that. So we will keep fighting.
That's a good spirit to have. And I'd just like to ask you, 19.3 over something happened. What's the update on Amir Azim?
Yes, he's still in checkup with the doctor, so we're waiting for the results as well. It's we are not sure about it yet, so we'll wait for the call. It's a big blow if it were to, big thing, yeah.
Certainly is. And where do you think it went wrong? Was it in the first innings when the partnership built, or was it with the bat?
No, I think our bowlers certainly did a very good job today, restricting them to 126. But in batting, especially in the power play, I think we didn't capitalize enough on the power play. We didn't get enough boundaries in the power play, and we lost a couple of wickets. But and yeah, credits to the bowlers. Bahrain bowlers were bowling really well in the power play, restricting us from going for shots. So I think that's where we sort of lagged a bit. So we will try to work on that and come back strong in the next game.
Tough luck today. Good luck for the next game.
Thank you.
So that was the Malaysian captain Saeed Aziz. Can we have the Bahrain captain Emmer for a few words? Bye-bye. You have qualified. Congratulations on that. How is the feeling?
Yeah, feeling is great. We through to the final, and we must need it for all these matches. We must need to win for all those matches. That's good for our ranking as well. So yeah, it's a good feeling for us. We through to the final.
You lost 4 wickets early on, and then there was a good partnership right in the middle. But do you think that 126 was a good score, or do you think that you could have got a few more runs had the top order fired?
Yeah, we collapsed earlier in our power play over. We fell down, I think, 4 or 5. So it's good for the Sohail and Niazi. They played brilliantly well. Their partnership is very good, and this total is, I think, it's enough for the winning. This total is good for us.
Yeah, I think your bowlers also supported you really well. Any plans for the last game before you move into the final?
No, we just have one plan. We stick to the our batting to improve, and our bowling is doing great. And yeah, we just qualify, and we just thought about we need to improve our fielding as well.
I think you guys did really well today. Congratulations on reaching the final, and good luck for the rest of the games.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So that was Amr, the captain of Bahrain. Now I'd like to call on Mr. Ramani to give away the Man of the Match award. And the Man of the Match for today is Mr. Sohail Ahmed for 54 of 46 deliveries. Congratulations, Sohail. Can just grab the mic. सोहेल भाई पहले तो congratulations, आपने आज 50 किया मुश्किल circumstances में. विकेट कैसा लगा आपको? मुश्किल था क्या?
नहीं, विकेट तो अच्छा था. हम लोग ऑलरेडी 3 मैच खेल चुके हैं. आज हम लोग का चौथा मैच था, तो विकेट कंडीशन इज गुड.
तो आपको जब बीच में जब 4 विकेट चले गए थे तो आपको कैसा लगा था कि क्या स्कोर अच्छा होगा?
हम लोगों के माइंड में 150 तक था कि 140 150 तक अगर हम लोग करते हैं तो हम रोक सकते हैं, लेकिन जल्दी विकेट्स गिर गई तो हमारा प्लान यही था कि थोड़ा गेम को लंबा लेके चलते हैं, एंड वाले ओवर्स में देख लेंगे.
और पहले 2 गेम में आपने सिर्फ 2 विकेट गंवाए और दूसरे गेम में सिर्फ 4 विकेट गंवाए, तो आज जब जल्दी 4 विकेट आउट हो गए थे तो आपको कोई प्रेशर था?
ऑब्वियसली प्रेशर तो होता ही है स्टार्टिंग में, क्योंकि एकदम से आपके 3 से 4 विकेट्स गिर जाएं तो प्रेशर तो ऑलरेडी होता है, तो फिर वही बात है कि गेम को थोड़ा सा लंबा लेके जाना पड़ता है ताकि एंड में शॉर्ट्स कर लगें तो स्कोर कवर हो जाता है.
अच्छा, बहुत बहुत मुबारक, आपकी परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छी रही आज. Congratulations.
थैंक यू सो मच.
So that was the man of the match, Sohail, and he said that the performance from his team was good, and he felt the pressure because they were 4 down early, knowing that in the first 2 games they didn't really have much of wickets that had fallen. So, but they did really well, and he congratulated the rest of the team as well. So that's it from the post-match presentation for match number 4.